What's going on, my fellow troops? My name is Xavvo and welcome back to a brand new video. So as you can see from the title and thumbnail, today I'm going to be showing you 10 super cool little secrets and some big secrets inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies that you can actually use to help you either get easy wonder weapons, easier rewards, so it could be salvage and other stuff like that, and also stuff that can easily help benefit you and other players, and it can shortcut a lot of things. If that sounds interesting to you, be sure to smash a like on this video by the end of it. Get us to 15 likes and I will actually make a part 2 because we've got plenty of maps coming into this game. We still have some other maps I might not have covered in this video, as there's a lot of secrets inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies. But let's get straight into things and start things off with number 1. Now this is a pretty small secret. It's nothing large scale, but it's pretty cool for anybody who needs this and they haven't actually figured this out as a feature inside of the game. But if you were someone who played Black Ops Cold War, you'll actually know they had a similar thing in Zombies as well with the ether shards, where if you broke them, they actually dropped different rewards. And it's the same thing here. If you actually break shards in this game, or mushrooms, because you can get mushrooms on the tomb, and I think maybe even on the shattered veal. If you actually break shards, they have a chance of dropping either salvage, or they can drop all sorts of different grenades. So it could be like lethals sometimes, I'm pretty sure, but it's usually tactical grenades. And also with mushrooms, it's strictly going to drop salvage. Now, the mushrooms and the shards are technically, anyone can figure this out if they just break one by accident, but it's a little thing in there for some people who are new to the game and haven't figured this out already, or if you're a player who's never actually decided to break any of them. There are specific mushrooms that can be destroyed. They're usually green, and the other ones are not destructible, which is what kind of makes them secret. But needless to say, I figured it'd be a nice little feature to stick in there for anybody who just, you know, happens to be in between rounds and needs extra salvage to get their upgrades and stuff. This is a cool thing for you. Now on to number 2, we have the Citadelle de Morts cannon. If you didn't actually know this, after the first initial cannon shot that you use to fire at the castle door, you can actually then climb in it at any point of the game and it will actually fire you over the map, which actually works as both a really cool trick shot to actually pick up random power-ups that can spawn on the roof in front of the spawn, or it can be a way for you to get away from a herd of zombies that are pinning you in on the top of the castle. Whatever the reason may be, it's a really cool feature. I was super surprised when I figured it out because it kind of checked things off in my head, because I kept seeing these power-ups spawning on the top of the roof at the spawn, and I kept thinking, like, what's going on with that? Is there some sort of glitch where it's spawning them up there and not in front of me when I kill a zombie? But no, it is a literal part of a trick shot that you can do on this map. It's a really cool feature, I think. Now on to number 3, we have the boxes inside of Citadelle. So in Citadelle, there actually is usually some wooden boxes that can spawn inside of the basement slash cellar, and they can also sometimes spawn as well inside of the first area that you get to before going into the cellar where the statues are. And these boxes tend to actually jump about, and the reason they actually do that, if you'd actually noticed, is because when you break them, there's a chance it's either going to drop free salvage or it's going to spit a parasite at you. Either way, it's a pretty funny little gimmick they added in there, and I think it's quite nice that you get to gamble on the odds of getting some free salvage. It's a really cool feature. Now on to number 4. This is an all-time favorite of mine, and this was a feature I believe in Modern Warfare 3 Zombies as well, where actually if you want to pack-a-punch your weapon but do not want to apply the pack-a-punch camo over your weapon, you can actually punch the pack-a-punch machine before applying the camo, and it will actually turn a different color. Then when you apply your pack-a-punch, it will not add that camo to your weapon, so you can keep whatever camo you want on your weapon. It's a pretty cool feature, and I mean, they have got a new feature in the game where before going into matchmaking, you can actually turn this off with the enable or disable feature for pack-a-punch camos, but I don't think that allows you as much freedom of choice in-game whenever you want to do it, because that's just a straight switch-off feature, and here you actually get to punch it whenever you want to apply whichever camo you want to apply. Say you wanted to keep the dark matter camo on, but you didn't want to get that pack-a-punch 1 camo over it. Well, you could punch in the first time and put it on. But say you wanted the second pack-a-punch camo because you think it looks really cool. Well, that time you don't have to punch it, and as soon as you buy it, you're going to get the pack-a-punch 2 with its camo. So it's a really cool feature, I think, and it's been in the game for quite a while. It could have even been in prior to MW3 for all I know. Now on to number 5, we have the Liberty Falls vending machine. Now I don't know how many people have actually seen this trick before, but every single round you get one opportunity, just one, to punch this vending machine near the spawn, and it will actually give you free loot. Now be warned, the game does do a little bit of trolling here and there. Sometimes you'll punch it, it might flash you, sometimes it might drop a smoke screen in front of you, other times it's straight up blown up on my ass. It's kind of funny, but this actually can give you either the chance of salvage, some little tiny reward, sometimes it'll spit a packet of crisps out or whatever has come out of the machine, or it even has the chance of giving you a free ray gun. So if you want want to gamble with those odds, then you should take your chances there. But it's a pretty cool little feature as well, and the fact that this is a little secret that not many people are going to know about, I think is really neat. Now, on to number 6, we have the secret power-ups. Now, I don't know if you know this, but inside of every single map inside of Zombies, there are a bunch of secret power-ups. Now, I don't know if they have all 7. I think there's 7 power-ups in the game, right? I don't know if they have a location for all 7 on every map, but what I do know is they're so well hidden that the average player is not even going to know they're there. So this is super secret, and I have actually just shown a few for this video, but if you want to see me make a video where I cover every single secret power-up for every single map in Zombies, again, leave a like on this video, get us to 15 likes, and that video will come up after this one. But I absolutely love this. If you ever want a free max ammo, or you want a free fire sale, or you want a free nuke, you can just find these things hidden around the map. Now, on to number 7, we have the mystery box melee trick. I bet you didn't know this. If you're actually with a bunch of friends, or you're playing in a public match, and say your mate is watching you get that glorious mystery box opening, and there's a ray gun, but you already have a ray gun, scored 2 times lucky in a row. Well, you can actually give them that ray gun without having to go for the effort of buying it and then dropping it. You can actually punch the mystery box. Now, it won't do anything obvious to indicate that you've actually punched it, but if you actually punch it, the other player can then pick up your mystery box reward. All you got to do is wait for the thing that you've bought to start descending into the mystery box and then melee it. And once you've done that, other players are able to buy whatever it is you've bought from the mystery box. It's a really neat feature, and it allows you to share stuff with other people. Now, on to number 8. This one is cool. So I bet for a long time you guys have wondered, what's the point in buying wall buy weapons? If I can go into a game with a custom gun and it looks a lot better, it has a mastery camo on it, it has the best attachments, why would I use some clunky ass weapon off the wall with randomized attachments that looks absolutely horrendous? Well, you actually would find that this is going to be super useful, especially if you're camo grinding and you want to camo grind multiple weapons in a single game without having to constantly save and leave. Even if you do save and leave, you cannot actually do a new weapon inside of that game, because for every game you go in and make a save slot, you can only ever have one custom weapon you've brought in, which is really annoying. But if you actually do this, it's going to allow you to grind multiple weapons in the game, so long as that weapon is actually in a wall buy slot on the game, of course. So the way this works is if you actually go into your main menu and go to your loadouts, there's actually a little button, and you won't usually see it, but it's at the bottom. When you click this button, it will allow you to save a certain class setup as a zombie build. And when you save something as a zombie build, it basically means that whenever you go into a game and buy that specific weapon off of the wall, it will actually give you your custom weapon with the camo on and the attachments. Now, that is super neat, and the way you'll know that you've set a weapon as a zombie build is it will actually slap a little zombie icon on the corner of your loadout as a watermark. So that's a really cool feature. Okay, so now we're on to number 9, and this one is actually the Liberty Falls Bank Vault. I don't know how many of you have ever stumbled across this, but there actually is a secret code, a 6-digit code that allows you to get into the vault inside of the bank at Liberty Falls. Now, a lot of people don't actually know where to look for these codes and how it even works, and a lot of you might even wonder, why am I running around on Liberty Falls and I'm finding random loot key drops or vault key drops that are coming off of manglers and off of abominations? Well, the reason those are dropping are because they're for using inside of the vault, and they're different rarities, meaning you can get different levels of rewards from certain reward boxes inside of this bank vault, essentially. And the way you actually get into this vault is you're going to need to find 3 different post-it notes, and these 3 different post-it notes around the map are going to give you 2 different numbers on them, and those 2 numbers always stay in the pair that they come in. The first location you're going to go is you're going to head to Fuller's Liberty Lanes, and what you're going to do is go to where the counter is in front of the bathroom, and on the counter you'll actually see beneath an iced beer pot, there actually will be a post-it note. Now, you're going to have to break the pot of beer to actually get rid of it from covering the post-it note, and it will actually reveal to you those 2 numbers. So that's the first location you're going to go to. The second location you're going to go to is Ollie's Comics, which is the comic book store. If you go in there, you can actually climb into the middle counter in the middle of the room, and there's going to be a secret post-it note once again underneath that counter, and that's going to give you the second set of numbers. And finally, you're going to go to Savings and Loan, which is just the bank essentially, and right there on the table will be your third post-it note with your final set of numbers. Once you've got all 3, you're going to have to try these 3 sets of 2 numbers in different sequences until you actually get into the bank. Don't worry, if you mess it up, you can just retry. You just got to let the bank vault cool down for a little bit and you can try again. And once you get in there, you're going to be able to go in and out. No zombies are going to be able to hit you or kill you, and they're not going to be able to hit you when you were putting the code in, thankfully. So that's a really nice feature as well that Treyarch made sure to add in there. But throughout the game, you're going to have a limited number of loot boxes you can actually stash from inside of this bank vault. But if you want to know an even cooler secret to add to this, to take this as a bonus, if you save and quit and load the game back up, you can actually refresh the bank vault. It's like a glitch, breaking the limit and allowing you to get more stuff out of it, which is super, super neat as well. Okay, finally on to number 10. My absolute favorite for this video is for Terminus. So on Terminus, there's actually a secret Easter egg that allows you to get a free wonder weapon. You're either going to get a ray gun or you've got a chance of winning the DRI 11 beam smasher. So you've got a chance of getting wonder weapons along with ammo mods and other really cool rewards. Now, the way this actually works is you're going to, one, get everything set up. So that means turning on all power to the facility. And you are also going to want to jump into the water and raise the incline lift, because if you don't have noticed, it actually doesn't allow this to work for some reason. So this will not work unless you've set up the beginning to the Easter egg or to the storyline. Once you've actually done that, by that point of setting the whole game up, you should have enough salvage, so 500, to head to an arsenal, and you're going to want to buy the dead wire ammo mod. This is the electric one. Once you've bought that, you can probably do it with an SMG, but I'm going to recommend a medium to long range weapon just because it's easier to hit. And you're going to want to go to the first location, which is actually in front of the storage area. You can shoot it from the storage area, or you can actually shoot it from the wreck yard. You just want to shoot at this first satellite, and you'll actually want to shoot at its pole upwards until it turns red. Once you have that first satellite turned red, you're going to head to the second satellite, which is in front of engineering. If you shoot at that one as well and turn it red, you're good to go. You've got both of the satellites. Now, what you're going to do now is you're going to have to wait till the next round. I don't know why, but just wait till the start of the next round and head to the gun platform. Once you get to the gun platform, you're going to want to activate the void cannon trap. Once you've activated this, it's going to start beaming off into the sky, shooting everywhere. And as it's shooting into the sky, you'll actually notice that a meteor spawn will come in. This meteorite is going to land on one of the islands outside of the map. It usually lands on the same one on the left side of the map. If you actually swim out there or take a boat, probably preferable that you take a boat with that massive creature that's out there in the water. Once you get to that island, there you go. You've got your free loot, your free chance of a ray gun or a DRI 11 beam smasher, and a bunch of other cool rewards as well. So that is a really, really neat secret in this game, and I absolutely love it. But anyway, that is my top 10 secrets inside of BO6. If you want to see a part 2, leave a like, comment, let me know which one's your favorite secret inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies. And other than that, thank you for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one. Bye, guys.